Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I am going to be sharing my top 15 fall fragrances for 2021. I'm so excited to film this video. This is going to be fragrances that have been in my collection for a while because I have been buying new fragrances and so many of them can make it to a top fall list, but I want to give you fragrances that I have worn, that I know that I like them, and then further down this season we can talk about the newer additions to my collection. So before I get started, if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Amy. I do videos on fragrance, beauty, self-care, and body care. If you like that type of content, then please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so that you're notified whenever I upload a new video. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. How are you guys doing? Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. Fall is my favorite season. I love all the cozy vibes. I love the cinnamon. I love the spice. I love the warm vanillas. There's so many beautiful notes that we wear during this time of the year and in winter. So when it comes to spring and summer, I think it's easier for me to pick top fragrances, but it was so hard for me to pick this list. I wanted to literally bring my entire collection and just say this is my top. But the way I'm gonna do it is I'm going to separate the fragrances into the fall fanatics type of fragrances. You know, if you're that type of person who loves anything that has to do with fall, cinnamon, spicy, just you go to Bath and Body Works and you love all of the pumpkin vibes and all of that. I have a few fragrances that fit that. Then I have a few fragrances that are kind of in the middle where they give off fall vibes, but they're not so obvious that it's fall. And then I have more just classy fragrances that do very well in fall, but they don't have anything to do with caramel or cinnamon or anything like that. I had to run to my room because I forgot one of them. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to start off with the fragrances that give me super fall vibes. Then we're going to move on to fragrances that are not super obvious for fall, but they're going to do so beautiful in the fall season. So the first fragrance that I'm going to be talking about is one that I didn't think I was gonna love this much, and I have been enjoying so much, and this is Swiss Arabian's Casa Blanca. This is fall in a bottle. This is like a fall festival type of fragrance. It reminds me of caramel apples, like the apples that are dipped in the caramel. It also reminds me of like apple juice because it does have that apple note in there. I know that there's grape in here, but I feel like I don't know how to pick out the grape in here. Like, I don't know if I think about grapes when I smell this. I do get the sweetness from the caramel and I do get the apple. And this fragrance reminds me of the original La Belle from Jean Paul Gaultier. Just a little bit different, but they have similar vibes, especially in the dry down. They remind me so much of each other. La Belle doesn't really work for me here because of the vetiver. Well, this one just gives me that sweetness that I was looking for in La Belle, which a lot of people consider La Belle super sweet, but for some reason La Belle on me, I think it's because of the climate here, it is just not sweet enough, and it just pulls more of smoky, vetiver, earthy type of fragrance, and I got the sweetness in this one, so I prefer this one. And this is long lasting. This projects. You will smell this. I usually test my fragrances at night before bed to be able to see how long they last. This lasts a really long time. It smells really good, and it looks like I have a huge dent, but it's because I bought this fragrance used, but it was probably like up to here when I first got it, so I have used a good amount, and I need to get another bottle when this is over because this is so unique. This is one of those fragrances where if you're a collector, or even if you're not a collector and you just want to have fragrances that are very different from each other, this is a really nice one. And you're not going to have much in your collection that smells exactly like this. You might have similar, but nothing that is the same as this. This next fragrance is another beast mode fragrance. I don't hear too many people talking about this fragrance, but this to me is another ultimate fall fragrance. And this one is very heavy on the chestnut. It does have whipped cream, it has green almonds, it has sandalwood, patchouli, there's tuberose, rose, heliotrope, whipped cream. I think I already mentioned that, but this is Trussardi's Sound of Donna. I usually hear people talk about the white bottle, which is Donna, and that one is a beautiful fragrance as well. But this one, this is fall. You have to like your nutty, just very spicy fall fragrances. If that is not your type of fragrance, you're probably going to hate this. But if you like the fall vibes, if you like just the vibes that you get from being outside during fall and the drinks that, you know, spicy desserts and that type of stuff, you're probably going to obsess over this. And I will say that you have to be careful with this fragrance. The night that I tested this out, I oversprayed, and that was a huge mistake. It was about to take me out in the bed. Like, I was just like, well, what did I do to myself? It is strong and it lasts a really, really long time. The performance on this is beautiful. This has a very nice sweetness. It has a nuttiness. It has that chestnut is just probably the main thing that I pick up in this fragrance. But then the whipped cream in here helps to make it a little bit smoother, a little bit creamy. It is just the perfect type of fragrance for fall. If you are a fall fanatic, this is definitely a must-have. All right, so staying with like the nutty vibe, staying in the fall freak category, and staying with that whipped cream type of fragrance, here we have Lancome's La Vie Belle Intense. And I've been saving this one for fall. I've had it for a few months, but I haven't really worn it. I've tested it, but I haven't worn it completely because I'm waiting for fall season to wear it. This to me is pretty similar to the original La Vie Belle. It's just, imagine that they added hazelnut. So this one has hazelnut in it. And whipped cream, you have orange blossom in here, iris, so it's a little bit powdery. And it is just beautiful. Warm, creamy, thick, just the perfect fall fragrance. And it still has the DNA of the original La Vie Belle. It's just a little bit more rich in that hazelnut. I love this one, and I just can't wait to, I know this one's gonna get so much use. Usually when a season comes around and I just get obsessed with a fragrance, I just run through them pretty quick. So I know this is going to have a really nice dent by the time fall is over. But yes, I love the bottles. I love the fragrance. It's nutty, it's warm, it's just beautiful. All right, next I have one that I haven't talked about on my channel too much because, again, I was waiting for fall time to come around, but I have had this fragrance for more than a year now, probably close to 2 years, and this is Burberry Brit. This is just spicy almond fragrance, pretty much. It is, if you like almond fragrances, this would be your spicy almond. Just beautiful to have in your collection. This one has almond, it has pear, lime, it has candied almond, sugar, peony, vanilla, tonka bean, amber, and mahogany. I don't really pick up too much on peony or anything like that. I feel like the main things that I pick up from this one, the opening, I get the lime mixed with almond, so it is pretty unique in that sense, and that pear is there. And then I just get the candied almond, the tonka bean, amber, the mahogany. It's just like a very warm, spicy almond, and this is just perfect for fall. I don't wear this unless it's fall, because if I was to wear this in summer, I just feel like it doesn't give me the vibes for summertime. But when fall comes around, this is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's the perfect balance of sweet and spicy. I absolutely love this one. Next is one that I talked about in my fall haul, and this one is one that I haven't had in my collection for a long time, but I already know that I am head over heels in love with this fragrance. This is my Coquito fragrance. That's just what I'm gonna call it from now on. But this is Kilian's Angel's Share, and this is boozy. This is spicy cinnamon. It is just the perfect fall fragrance, and I know that it's pricey. This is one that I would only recommend if you are a true lover of cinnamon, spicy fragrances. You want to smell just what fall smells like, what fall homes smell like when they have those candles burning that have cinnamon and spices. And just, if you like that type of smell, then I definitely think that this is a must-have. For example, my mom, she has never liked anything that has to do with fall scents. She's not your cinnamon type of girl. She doesn't like none of that. So this is not a fragrance that I would recommend for her. But if you love fall and fall themed things, then this is definitely a must-have. All right, this next fragrance is pretty unique. I don't hear too many people talking about it. It is more of like a comforting type of scent to me. The notes are pretty unique in here. And this is MAC Creme The Nude. This one is just so beautiful, comforting. This is like fall in a bottle again. I would wear this fragrance if I'm going to watch a movie with my husband and we're gonna be cuddling together and I just want to kind of like just seduce him. It's just, you know what? This reminds me of Warm Vanilla Sugar by Bath and Body Works, but just richer and just a little stronger. It's a perfume, so it's not gonna be the same as a lotion. But if you like Warm Vanilla Sugar, this paired with that would be like the perfect combination. And the notes for this one are just very unique. It opens up with neroli, and then the middle notes are caramel, musk, and suede. And then the base notes are Madagascar, vanilla, and ambrette. And I feel like this is just very seductive in like an innocent way. I don't know how to describe it, but you want to seduce him in an innocent, flirty way. I don't even know if that makes any sense, but it's cozy. It's just almost fluffy. The caramel is in there, so it's very sweet and kind of like just sticky sweet, but not suffocating you where it's like too much. It's like the perfect amount of caramel in here, and I just feel like this is just a perfect like Netflix and chill type of fragrance. Oh, okay, now we're gonna move on to fragrances that are still on the gourmand side, but they're not so obvious in your face, screaming fall. So let's go ahead and start with one that I have recently just, I'm in love with this fragrance, and I was iffy about it at the beginning, but this is one of the most intoxicating fragrances that I think that I own, and this is Scandal by Night. I think this has became just my favorite one out of the line. This is making me want to just discover more cherry fragrances, because I haven't had luck with cherry notes in fragrances, but the cherry in here is undescribable. If you want to smell just irresistible and just sweet, it's just long lasting. It performs so well. It sticks to my skin. It projects. The sillage is amazing. Just everything is amazing with this fragrance. I cannot complain about anything with this. And the honey in here is not as strong as the original Scandal. So if you're not really a big fan of the honey, it's still in here. I still pick up the honey. But I just feel like the combination of the notes in this one, you cannot go wrong with this one. This is just sexy, sexy, beautiful for fall, beautiful for anything. I mean, I just want to smell myself. I don't even care where I'm at. I wear this to bed. It is just so good. I love smelling this on myself. Oh, this is a must-have. Right, Next, we have one that I just think is another irresistible fragrance. Another one that when you put it on, you just keep smelling yourself, and it is just, it's perfection. And this is Jimmy Choo's Elicit. You guys know that when I first got this one, I made a pretty good dent on this one because I was wearing it so much. This has ginger and it has caramel. So it opens up with ginger, and then when you start getting the dry down is when the caramel comes out, and this is just, oh, this is beautiful, and this is just perfect for fall time. And it's a little bit of spiciness in there in the opening. It's a little fresh, and then once that starts to dry down, the caramel comes in, and it is just your thick, sweet, just beautiful caramel fragrance. And once I go through this bottle, I want like the 3-ounce bottle of this, because this is just a must-have in my collection at all times. This next fragrance is beautiful for fall. This fragrance has been like, it took me a while to get to know her because for some reason it just changed up on me a lot. So I would pick up certain notes when I would wear it, and then I would wear it again and I would pick up totally different notes. And this is the 7 Virtues Vanilla Woods. And this one has pear, I believe it has caramel. Yeah, this one has pear, rose, vanilla, caramel, and amber. And at first, I didn't really pick up too much pear, and I picked up more caramel. Now I pick up a lot of pear with caramel, so it reminds me of La Belle without the spice. And it reminds me also a little bit, they're not the same, but they have, you know, similarities, and it is these two. They kind of, I know this one is apple, but they give off similar vibes. But yeah, this one just reminds me of La Belle's sweetness, just missing that vetiver. So if you do not like the vetiver in La Belle, you tried it out, you wanted to love it, give this one a try, because I feel like if you can pick up the pear in this one, it is so sweet, so delicious. It's just relaxing in a way. I like to wear this one a lot at night when I'm at my house, when I'm just at home cuddling, or just, you know, just lounging around. I feel like it's just a beautiful fragrance that you can layer with a nice vanilla body lotion, and you're just going to smell so sweet, so nice. It's approachable. This works for daytime, it works for nighttime. It's just a simple vanilla must-have, and I love it. Okay, this next fragrance is another fragrance with ginger, and instead of caramel, there's dulce de leche in here. And this is Azzaro's Wanted Girl. I love the packaging, and I am going to be giving this one so much use this fall. I used it a lot when I first got it, even though it looks pretty full. This is another one that opens up with a blast of ginger. I feel like ginger is beautiful for fall time. And then you start getting those sweet notes. So you have dulce de leche, you have tonka bean, patchouli, Haitian vetiver. So it does have a little bit of spice in there as well. This one, I think, opens up a little bit spicier than Elicit from Jimmy Choo. And then it lasts there for maybe like a minute or two. You have that freshness, spiciness of the ginger. And then when that sweetness starts to come through, gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance, very unique. Oh, I love this one. I feel like this one is also a little bit sexy. Just, I feel like I can see a woman who is like very flirty and just seductive. It's a very, very nice fragrance. I also really, really like the men's version of this. I want to get it for my husband. I smelled it and I thought it was really nice and unique. He doesn't have anything that smells quite like it, so I want to get it for him. So this is a great one for fall. All right, so you guys hear me talking a lot about Dior Poison Girl EDT for year round. I feel like that one is a little bit more fun, brighter. It has citruses in the opening, so it just makes it a little bit more wearable for year round. Now this one, which is going to be my next one, this is Dior Poison Girl, the EDP. And I feel like this one is perfect for fall. Also winter, but this is just really nice. Much thicker, much nuttier. Reminds me of Girl of Now. They're not dupes for each other, but if you love Girl of Now, if you have Girl of Now, then I think that you would love Poison Girl EDP, because they're kind of just the same type of fragrance where they're just sticky, thick, sweet, nutty. This one opens up with bitter orange and lemon, which it still opens up with citrus, but it's just a deeper citrus. It's like a darker citrus. And then I get that rose mixed in with, I also pick up a little bit of orange blossom, and then just almond. It has tonka bean, vanilla, sandalwood, heliotrope, tolu balsam, and cashmere. This is perfection for fall. I think this is just beautiful. And if I just lived in one of those states where there was leaves on the floor, just crunchy leaves, a sweater with a scarf, it's like very cool outside, and then you have this type of fragrance on, intoxicating. Since we were talking about her, she wants some attention too, and this is Elisab's Girl of Now. I had to include this in my fall top fragrances because I just love her so much. I put her away for a little bit during summer because she can be a little thick. She can be a little cloying, not cloying to me because I love this fragrance no matter what. But she can be just thick, syrupy, sweet. But this one just, this has pistachio, this has almonds, this just has all of the notes that I want more fragrances with these notes. So this has pistachio, pear, mandarin orange, almond, lots of orange blossom. I picked that up a lot. Magnolia, almond milk, tonka bean, cashmere, and patchouli. And the patchouli is just perfect in here because it's what helps to kind of stop this from being way too sweet. Even though for some people it is cloying, it is sickeningly sweet, they can't handle it, but I feel like the patchouli just adds the perfect amount to just ground it out and stop it from being too much. But the pistachio in here and the almond is what I pick up the most with that orange blossom. And this is just beautiful for fall weather, and can't wait to have more of Girl of Now in my life. Next, we're gonna talk about Lancome's La Nuit à la Folie. This one was a fragrance that I was a little bit undecided about not too long ago, and I put it out on my tray for September because I wanted to give it a fair chance, and it's still here. So as you can see, I wore this one the other night. I tested it out and I fell in love. This lasts such a long time. This has great performance, great longevity. It is beast mode on my skin. I smell it the next day after I wear it. It is a mix of many things. So some days I pick up different notes, and then other days it just changes for me. But I do get like a nuttiness from this one. This one has red currant, pink pepper, pear, bergamot, damask rose, violet, peony, jasmine, bourbon vanilla, tonka bean, benzoin, nutmeg, and Broxton patchouli and woody notes. And it's just gorgeous. Those woody notes in here, the tonka bean, the bourbon vanilla, the opening for me doesn't really last too long, and I kind of skip through to the base notes, and that's kind of where it just gets me. It's deep. It's just so good. It's like the perfect mix of a little bit of brightness with deep and dark in it. It's just beautiful. And this for fall is perfection. I love the bottle. I think the bottle is just gorgeous, and I can't really do the original La Nuit Tresor, but this one is just perfection to me. As you can see, we're kind of moving along into those fragrances where they don't scream out fall. They're more on the classy side, more on the just girly feminine side, but they're thicker, they're nuttier. This next one, I feel like fall time is the perfect time to wear it, also winter time. And this is another one that I would wear when I am just with my husband here, relaxing, watching a movie together, cuddling. And this is Dior's Hypnotic Poison. This is the EDT. I know that this one is one that many either love or hate. I don't really pick up the whole Play-Doh note in here. I just pick up a gorgeous vanilla almond type of fragrance. This has coconut, plum, apricot. It has Brazilian rosewood, jasmine, caraway, tuberose, rose, lily of the valley, vanilla, almond, sandalwood, and musk. To me, it's just what a gorgeous, cuddling, fluffy, creamy. This one is like an innocent fragrance to me as well, but it also has a sexiness to it. Oh, it is just beautiful. And this one lasts a pretty good amount of time on my skin as well. I remember when I first got it and I sprayed it on my arm, it lasted the whole day and I was just addicted to sniffing my arm. It is just a really nice vanilla. It's sweet. My favorite note in there, almond, is in there as well. Oh, so nice. This one doesn't have spice to it, so if you're not a fan of spicy fragrances and you're looking for a fall scent, I think this is a really nice one. It's nice for a date night out. I can see it working maybe like at a restaurant or just somewhere a little bit more intimate, and then just at home to be with your significant other. It's really nice. The next one is Givenchy's Laundry. I feel like this is just a beautiful white floral with a little bit of spice, which makes it beautiful for fall season. You guys know that I've been talking a lot about this one lately. The tuberose in here is like the tuberose that you get in My Way, just with a little bit of spiciness in here. I feel like My Way is a little bit more cheery, more girly, more fun. And this one is like, okay, I'm gonna pull out my little black dress. I'm still gonna be flirty and fun, but I wanna be taken a little bit more serious. And for some reason, my husband really likes the smell of this one. He compliments me whenever I'm either testing it out or I wear it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be wearing this one a lot this fall time. And I think that it is a beautiful year-round fragrance, and I feel like it's just very versatile and you could wear it for pretty much anything, but I feel like it's beautiful for fall time as well. So that is going to be it for my top fall fragrances for 2021. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I feel like it was a little bit long, but there was just so many good ones to talk about. Please let me know which fragrances you're excited to wear for fall season. I want to hear you guys' choices. I love talking to you guys. I'll be waiting for you guys in the comments section. Thank you for spending your time with me today. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video.